All right, what's up, you guys? So I got a question from one of my students. He's having a problem with a chick, and he says, Lloyd, I was seeing this girl for a bit, and we've hooked up a couple times, but after we hung out the last time, I did something bad, I messed up, and now she says she just wants to be friends. What can I do to win this girl back? Okay, well, if he wants to get this girl back, first thing, agree. Just agree. When someone says, let's just be friends, agree with them. That's the only thing that you can do really realistically at that point. If they just want to be friends with you, you're not going to convince them otherwise, and arguing with them will only convince them that they've made the right decision. Logically, you might think it might be good to say, oh, well, what about that awesome time that we had? Remember that time that we had at the lake? Or, when we were out that one night and we, hooked up, wasn't that a fun time? Yeah, it probably was a fun time. And you saying that isn't going to help out the situation. What you're telling her is that you're not on the same page. You're telling her you're disconnected, and that's going to reinforce her decision that you really should just be friends, or maybe not even be friends. Maybe you should just not see each other at all. So what I would recommend is you agree with her. Now you're both on the same page. Now you can actually, her emotions are probably high. Now she can actually take a step back and start realizing whether, she likes you or not, or whether she wants to keep going, okay? That's the position she wants to be in. When she says, a lot of times when women say, let's just be friends, they really mean that. They really mean, let's be friends for a bit and see what happens, okay? Now, not every time. Sometimes you're just done, and that's what, that's what it is. But from the sound of it, it sounds like you guys hooked up a couple times. It sounds like she's attracted to you, she wants to make things work, but this happened and now she wants to just be friends, okay? So if you do this, you give her time to relax, you give her time to think about it, at first she's gonna be very happy. She's gonna think, oh, this is great, we're both on the same page, this was a lot less painful of a conversation than I thought I was gonna have to make, she's gonna feel happy. But a little while later, she's gonna start to think, well, he was pretty reasonable, and he was pretty nice, and I liked him a lot. Maybe what he did wasn't really that bad. Maybe I could get over it. I'm a forgiving person. Maybe I was being a little too hard on him. Those types of thoughts will start coming in. Now you're in a good place. This exact thing happened to me recently. I don't know if she's watching this video. But if she is, basically what happened was I was with this chick who I really liked, by the way. Met her, we hooked up real quick. I met her late at a bar or something like that. Ended up taking her back, we had sex, and I did some fucking really douchey thing that I shouldn't have done. And after that, I thought I was done. And so I was able to win her back. She came out with me again, finally, after a little bit of time. And then I thought it went great. I thought we had an awesome time, and then afterwards I sent her the dumbest, stupidest thing, and then afterwards she was like, I think we should just be friends. Now, if I had tried to argue with her and said, well, it was just a mistake, I'm not like that, blah, 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 I'll change, that would just reinforce her decision that she made the right call, that she really should just be friends, because I'm not accepting the fact that what happened was a mistake, and, I wasn't on the same page as her. But ultimately, I really wanted the best thing for this chick. I really wanted her to be happy. And if she just doesn't want to be friends with me, I'm not going to keep her in an area that she doesn't want to be in. And I kind of thought being friends might be a good idea, even though I was really attracted to her. But I just agreed with her, because that's the only thing that you can do. And once she agreed, then we started to talk a little bit. It was a little bit more normal, and then she relaxed. She had time to think about it, and then afterwards, she thought exactly the same things that I was telling you right then, or some way, shape, or form, maybe some different combination of that. Or she started to think, maybe I made a mistake. Maybe I was too hard on this guy. Maybe there's a chance that we could make this right and it could actually be good, okay? Because if she was attracted to you back then, you can bet your ass there's a good chance she could be attracted to you in the future. But she's not going to be like that if you guys are at different levels, if you guys are thinking different things. Don't try and change women. Don't try and argue with them, or don't try and change their mind. You're not going to do that. And with people in general, this is usually a bad idea. This is what I call relationship jiu-jitsu. Basically, it's where you take the energy of the other person and kind of weave it and turn it into your own, okay? If they're saying let's just be friends, if they're saying let's break up, just agree with them, okay? Don't try and argue, don't try and justify with it. In fact, you should be pretty enthusiastic about it. Yes, if you're out, I want you to be gone. You know, I don't want people in my life like that. Well, don't say those exact words, but in your mind, you're thinking that sort of thing. You're thinking, look, if this person goes, I'm gonna be totally fine. You're showing her that it's okay, it's chill, you want the best thing for her, and she can relax and decide if she actually likes you. That's why this is such a powerful tool and why it worked for me. And it's worked for me in the past as well, not just in this particular situation, but in other situations. And I guarantee you, dude, I don't know what happened to you. I don't know what you did. Chances are, if we talked about it and I got to know you a little bit better, I could probably figure out what you did, like if you're in my coaching program or something like that. We could definitely come up with an exact plan to get this girl back, because this is a very achievable thing. If it was just one thing that you did, she's probably still attracted to you. She probably still has some love with you, unless you like literally, I don't know, sucked another guy's dick at the bar or something like that. Probably can't come back from that. Then you probably still have a shot, okay? So what I want you to do is just don't argue with her, agree with her, try and meet her in a calm state where you both aren't expecting anything, and give her the chance to like you again. Remind her of what you do that she was so into. That's the easiest way to do it. Have a normal conversation. You know, I was reading a book the other day. It was called Stop Your Divorce. And this guy has been mentoring, I don't know if he's still alive, he's probably dead, but he's been mentoring couples for 60 years. 60 years, man. I think it was even more than that. I think it might have been 70 years. This guy's old. And the number one piece of advice that he was telling people is, after the woman or whoever, usually it's the woman, wants you to leave, wants to break up, wants to get a divorce, you just agree with them. You agree. You say, sure, I totally agree. And then after that, you just have a normal conversation. You can call her and just talk about your day. Talk about something normal. Have a normal conversation. And 9 times out of 10, if people do that, and if people don't have those needy habits that lead them back into the divorce that got them there in the first place, people get reminded about why they like that person in the first place, the things that they do. They start to calm down. They remember the good sides of you rather than the bad. And that is the way that you get a girl back after you've messed up with her. So hopefully this helps you guys. Hopefully you made it to the end of this video. If you did, consider subscribing. I come up with videos like this every single week. If you have a question that you'd like me to answer, would love to do it. Send me an email at TheSingleGuy2017@gmail.com. If you're interested in my one-on-one weekly coaching program, this is really what helps guys out. It takes them from one level where they're not making any progress, or they're plateauing, or whatever it is, and takes them to where they want to go. So if you're interested in that, send me an email, TheSingleGuy2017@gmail.com. Thanks a lot, and good luck out to you guys.